Hey lovely Gemini, it's Louie here from New Directions Tarot. I wanted to pop in and say hi and do your reading from the middle of the month for August to the end of August. I am filming this, last night was the full moon in Aquarius, and I do believe that we have a new moon in Virgo. Very practical energy that we'll be looking at, routines, getting your life in order, basically. That's what I sort of pick up with this Virgo new moon, that yes, it will be very interesting. Okay, but it's good. It's good to get routine and get more, like, make your time more valuable, fit the stuff in that you want, and yeah, making things work for you. So that's what I'm picking up. So let's see what's happening here for you for the next couple of weeks. And yes, so thank you for your subscriptions. It's helping my channel out a lot. It seems to get stuck and I just don't get any subscriptions for a while, and then it starts again, and weird. It's something I can't figure out. But anyway, if you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate it. And thank you for your comments and your likes. Please let me know in the comments too if you'd like a different type of reading during the month, money readings, love readings, or just something that you want to know for your sign. I'm quite happy to pop in and do that, and I would love that you would like me to do that. So, okay, so let's see what your energies is all about, Gemini. So you've had some big changes happening, I feel, for you this month. But anyway, we're all going through big changes, but you especially, Gemini. All right. Your energy at the moment, rescue. All right, we shall look at that. Okay, can you tell me about the challenges and that, and challenges, blockages, messages from Spirit? What is it that they need to know? Come together. Do you know how many times that card has come out in the readings that I have done this month, for this mid-month? It'd probably have to be 5 times that it's come together. So there's something about coming together here. There's something about community, or people are coming together. There's a big shift here as well on a conscious level. People are coming together with ideas. Now 2 cards come out, so we'll look at those as well, I think. So what's coming towards you, as in the future, we have details and we have education. So whoever I'm the general readings for, I assume that you'll understand what this is about. Okay, so I also have here is an animal oracle card. We'll look at that. They seem to be working well and bringing it together, the reading. And we have information here on self-care card, and we also have a color card there. So as I said, I always feel it's easy to use color for blockages, for growth. It's just easy. You can put a coloured stone in your pocket, or eat that colour food, or go outside and bring that colour inside, that type of stuff. So it just works. So we'll go with that. Okay, so wow. Rescue is your energy at the moment, and come together. And on the bottom of the deck, I have what's coming towards you. Now, this is a master number 33. It's the Christ consciousness number. Okay, so it speaks of joy. So, for the rest of August, you'll be getting your big highs, okay, of joy coming towards you as you come together. There seems to be a movement here happening of some description with what I've picked up. That you can't get that card out so many times and there's not a change or a shift in dimension here. Maybe that was the 8-8 portal there that's still coming through. Many people have come together for the same cause in different ways, different modalities. They're coming together for the same cause. On a conscious level, Christ consciousness level, peaks of joy coming through. So there may be many of you on this voyage of coming together. Let me show you the card. It's 2 giraffes, and we've got a couple of hearts, and then we've got the pelican sitting on the top. So it's the birth of something. It's just many of you on this planet at the moment giving birth, and that could be giving birth to many different things, career, but a child, coming together in love and harmony. Maybe the scales are changing to peace, love and contentment, if we push hard enough on the scales towards enlightenment and not coming from a war society, and come together in peace, maybe the scales are shifting in our favour. But anyway, we'll get back to a more personal level than universal level. Come together. So there could be a relationship coming together for you here. It certainly looks like that with the cards, doesn't it? So let me get my my tarot deck, and let's clarify coming together for you. Rescue. Do you need rescuing, Gemini? Do you need rescuing at the moment? Or there is a rescue coming in. I see there is on this rescue card, I'll just show you that, is the balloon. And I had one come over my place the other day too, so I love that. I can watch the hot air balloons from just looking straight up. It's quite interesting. Anyway, I'll show you by the time I got the cards, the camera out. I got a few shots. Okay, coming together. I want to see what coming together is all about for Gemini, please. It's a relationship coming together of some description. Could be a relationship with spirit. Could be a relationship with another person. Justice, a Libran card, justice. So justice will prevail. There's scales leveling up. There's truth coming in. Ooh, okay. We have the Queen of Swords. Haven't seen her out very often in this deck, the Queen of Swords. And we have the 8 of Cups. Okay, so the journey of coming together here. Something had to become fair. Something was terribly unbalanced. So in order for it to come through, there's been a truth, there's been communication spoken. And maybe you are the Queen of Swords here, where you had to come and you had to speak your truth here. Some sort of communication, but there's a truth being spoken. So as you come together with this person, maybe you're opening your heart up and speaking your truth. What's true for you in a relationship? What's true for you in your own relationship? Because I see the 8 of Cups here as well. Now the 8 of Cups, maybe you're sharing the story and you're coming together with somebody and sharing your story, your healing of. The 8 of Cups tells me that you have turned your back on something. Now this could be, that's why we've got rescue here. Okay, so the 8 of Cups lets me know that you have moved on from something. And it's interesting that you're moving on and you're turning away, but it's come together here. So the 8 of Cups lets me know that you're going looking for the 9 of Cups. There's something missing in your life. So the 8 of Cups something doesn't fulfill you now in your life, okay? So that tells me that you're moving on there. with the Eight of Cups. You're moving on to find something. There was a truth that needed to be revealed here, especially with the scales weren't balanced. There was something. There was something that you needed to transform yourself here. And there was a transformation here of you speaking up, speaking about your truth. Can you have some more information on these two cards, please? The truth had to be told. So then justice prevailed here, and you're looking at the the Queen of Swords. There was a Tower moment. Okay. You can see those, maybe not. We'll need to make that space bigger. Okay, so there was a Tower moment of some description that brought things to a head as far as I can see, and you were no longer satisfied in some sort of relationship that was come towards you or been in your life. Now this could be with career, it could be something more personal, it could be family, but something just wasn't clicking, something wasn't working. It needed to be fixed, it needed to be more balanced. So a truth, communication had to come through. There had to be fairness in the relationship, which enabled you to speak your truths and come at a very logical way, to be able to see into the future as well. So with clarity, that type of energy. So then that brought in that Tower moment where things needed to change. And in saying that things needed to change, maybe that then brought you closer together with somebody. It's like you stepped into your power there or something like that and was able to speak your truth. So you were freed of something, bringing in a Tower moment there. That's interesting energy. Anyway, we'll see what else comes up here. I'll just put the 4 of those like that. That's better than I can see them all myself. Okay, so rescue. So what I'm going to do is see what she actually says for rescue, because as I said, does it come down to you need to be rescued here, Gemini? Is there something that's quite stressful and you need to be rescued, or are you rescuing someone, or are you looking out for someone? Let's have a little sticky and see what rescue's all about. There we go. Rescue. So, because we've got plenty of water coming down, so it's quite emotional. But there is smoke coming up from the stack there, and someone's looking out with a telescope. Let's see what it says. Asking for help isn't easy for many successful people. However, that's what you need to do now as you expand your life. If you find yourself troubled, you can expect help with whatever issue is at hand now. You need only ask, and assistance will come your way. The most important support you can expect is from Spirit. Get into a right relationship with the divine, and you will see that many conditions line up as if by magic to provide you with all the help you need. Ask and you will receive. There is no need to fear. Safety is a place within. So, yeah, okay, so we're looking at rescue there. So there's obviously, at the moment, whatever you're going through here, Gemini, you need help, you need assistance, because we have had a Tower moment here. So maybe you need to figure out how to come back together, okay? To bring yourself back together, and maybe this Tower moment has really pulled you apart or something like that, Gemini. There's been a split there or something of some description, okay? This is like the Queen of Swords. There's no BS there with her. With clarity, she's looking out towards the future with like the black and white. There's no grey areas here. There's like, she can't have any grey areas because she's self-determined. She's very strong. She's acting very cold too. But that, like, I mean, that's what comes when you need to step in that type of power. It's survival mode. It's coming into your power, take no prisoners, that type of energy. You know, it's like, well, that's what you need to step into because of the Tower moment that has caused you. You realised whatever that was going on for you wasn't everything that you thought it would be. That's why the Eight of Cups is here. You had to move on for some reason. It just wasn't, life wasn't fulfilling. And justice got served here as well. Justice, and that's Libran card. Queen, that's Aquarius card. So anyway, so you may need assistance here at the moment. You may need to be rescued here. Okay, you need help. Maybe what is the next step here so you can come back together? What is the next step in there's details here. There's education as well. All right, so let's just go with that at the moment, and let's see what rescue is all about here for Gemini. So you've gone through the mill. There's something like you've gone through something horrendous here, something very hard to figure out, and you do need some help. And we all do at some point in time need rescuing and need help. We need to find those, we need wisdom. So we've got the 10 of Wands, we've got the 3 of Pentacles. This is your rescue. Okay, the way that you need to be rescued here, Gemini, is you need to put down some of the burdens that you were carrying, okay? I'm not sure, understand that coming together, maybe you came together and then there was a Tower moment, or maybe you're coming together because of the Tower moment. Anyway, you'll know how that fits in. Or you did come together. Anyway, so we have the 10 of Wands here. Now, the 10 of Wands lets me know that whatever you're carrying is breaking your back at the moment. It's a heavy burden that you're carrying at this time. So you need to relinquish some of the weight that you're carrying. Now, that could be in the form of emotional guilt that you're carrying, sadness, regret. You wish things had been the other way and you just can't seem to let go of that energy. That could be extra weight that you're carrying. It could also be that you're doing far too much. Too much at home, too much at work. And you really need to just delegate some things. Sometimes when there's a lot happening, that the mundane things just are too much to do at the moment, or it's the only thing that keeps you going and busy. But there is something that you're carrying around that's not yours. Now, this could be something someone has said and you believe it to be true. It's a truth that's not true, okay? It's something belief that you believe it's not real. So look at the burdens that you're carrying. What is the weight on your shoulders at the moment? Can you see some sort of way of delegating, of getting support? Like if it was, I don't know, if you're really, your joints are suffering or something on a physical level and you need to get someone to mow the lawns or something like that, But as I'm saying that, that's very mundane language, but we're talking more on a spiritual, emotional language, of feeling. I'm getting this is quite emotional for you, not something so practical. Okay, so you need to release here. So you release the burdens, get others to carry some of the weight that you seem to be carrying there. Okay, as I said, when you see, a lot of old people, they've carried the weight of the world on their shoulders, their families, you know. So rescue, seems to be a collaboration. You can work together to improve your life here. Okay, so 3 people coming together, working together, a partnership, working as a team. Okay, so that's one of the ways to get to the rescue, is to start to work as a team here. Okay, because there is an opportunity coming in, an Ace of Wands, an Ace of Opportunity. Okay, something that you can grow with, something that you can find some energy to get motivated to do. That's what's coming in. So yeah, have a look at that. That's one of there's some options there how to help you get rescued here. Find that new something, spark that fire with the Ace. Okay, there's something there that could ignite you to that will help rescue you, a good hobby or something like that, you know, to get you your mind thinking on other things. So that will help there. There's okay, so then we've got details and we've got education. So let's just see what they have to say here. Okay, interesting read. This read would not be for everyone. Whoever the reading is for, I'm sure they'll understand this. But we've got details and education. So when we look at details, it's like, you know, that's contracts. It's getting clarity. It's the fine print. Okay, so you need to go over things. You have the 9 of Wands. So there has been, you have felt very much like the warrior that had to, you've been fighting this. This has been going on for some time. This has been the wounded warrior. You've come out of this with wounds, but you've come out of it. That's the main thing. So there's lots of messages coming in. You need to educate yourself on something here, Gemini. Okay, you need to do some reading up on some details. You need to, the cycle, now they come in reverse. So let's just see if there's anything else. So that's expansion. And, okay, so we'll just take those two as the world wants. Okay, so the devil in the details. Okay, so you might need to look over contracts, that type of stuff. But I do think there is something that you need to educate yourself on here, Gemini. Okay, you need to get some more information on something. Okay, because that's where you're going to get some truth, some enlightenment, and it'll clarify just where you are at the moment. Okay, so educate. Get online, start to read up, do things like that. Okay, or, you know, it could be you're starting a new education of some description. You're going back to TAFE or something like that. You know, that could be a rescue as well. That's what could be coming in. You know, you're going back to school. And there'll be a lot of details. There would be a lot of details going back to school. But, you know, looking at contracts, making sure that, you know, you've got to, like what you've got to pay out at the end of that education and things like that. Okay, don't forget there's peaks of joy coming through too. So there'll be highs and lows as you ride this. Okay, but whatever's happened here, you've come out as the wounded warrior. Okay, so there's been quite a battle that you've been fighting all along, you know. Your opportunities, like for growth, your ideas and things like that. There's been, it's not been all roses. It's been really quite a difficult path up to now. But the 9 of Wands suggests that that's all behind you now. Okay, the end of the journey is near with the 10 of Wands. Okay, whatever's gone down for you with the 9 of Wands, you're the wounded warrior. You come out worse for wear, but you've got a few scars, but hey, it's all right. And now, when we come out of that battle, it's like, what are we carrying? And I think that's quite a lot of emotional stuff. So with the 10. So this is where you need to release. So you can step into the 10 of Wands and be done with it. There's lots of messages coming in, communication. Could be all about education as well. It could be a lot of information coming. Via text message, emails, yes. So get some education and read up on whatever's coming through for you. Okay, the world in reverse. So there's obviously the cycle. This cycle wants to end. Okay, it's accumulated to the end, getting to the end of the pointy stick, as we say, because the 10 of Wands is here as well. So we're heading towards the end of a cycle. In order to bring the world in, there is some sort of story you keep telling yourself here with the 8 of Swords, okay, and it's keeping you prisoner. It's like your glass ceiling. You've got to break through that. There's a mental, something that a belief or something that you've taken on that's no longer yours, okay, so you need to let that go. It was not yours to begin with. It was a projection. So there's some sort of thought that so you're going to have to do an onion peel so you can get to the pearl of the matter, okay, the pearl of the reason why you think you can't do something, or you're this for this reason, and things like that. That will be some self-talk that's prohibiting the end of a cycle here. There's a mental breakthrough that you need here with the 8, and also there is movement coming. Okay, you need to look at moving the 3 of Wands with movement. You've got ideas. I was just looking. You've got ideas here with the Ace of Wands coming in. Now, are you going to take this Ace and do something with it? Okay, create something. So that could be where you can rescue yourself too and get in that creative process and basically say, I am ready to create my greatest life ever. That will bring in your new cycle if you start to speak in those words that you're ready to create something beautiful. The rescue, there is always help available. Okay, you've got your just listening, it's raining again out there. It does never stop raining. The rescue, you've always got support from your community. So look towards your community and friends, relatives, tarot readers, astrology readers. There's help available and Spirit will send that down to you, okay? Just got to ask for help if you need rescuing. So we've got the eagle here as well as your totem. You are a spiritual journey beyond the skies. Let go of past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. So that's a beautiful message. Hey, mastery with the eagle. So there's something, there's something there. You're on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. So something you need to master here. Interesting. Okay. A long walk is good for the soul. Get outside and allow Mother Nature to lift your spirits. I always say that. Go on and go for a walk. It's so good. Move. There is movement. And we did get peaks of joy. There's movement happening here. It's just a lot of soul work, a lot of work here happening. And you've got Cherry. Live an extraordinary life. And that's what I was saying. Get ready to create your greatest life, because the world wants to end here. The cycle wants to end. So to bring it in, live an extraordinary life. Live the best life and change it to whatever you want. Cherry, number 9. Let's see. Cherry. All right. Nice colour. So you can go out and you can get some cherries and bring them home and start to live an extraordinary life, hey? Cherry coloured, that would be nice garnets in your pocket, or rubies, something like that. Nice red glass. And I'm sure there's something probably growing out in the garden that's dark red or something like that. So let's see what cherries has to say. Cherry raises your self-esteem and brings sweetness, happiness and wisdom into your life. It can open your heart and allow you to listen to your heart's desires. A deep, full colour, and it is a deep, full colour, cherry encourages you to live your life to the max, acting as a magnet that attracts incredible people, opportunities and abundance in your life. Eat some cherries and transform yourself from ordinary to extraordinary. I like that message. So yeah, I might even get into getting some cherries myself. I love living an extraordinary life. Okay, so thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And if you've got right to the end, yeah, I hope you get some cherries too. Okay, so let's catch up on the next video and see what's happening for you. And ciao for now. And don't forget to help the channel out by subscribing and liking and commenting. And yeah, thanks for being here. Ciao. Bye.